Hey guys, SmCDuDe500 here, and welcome to On the Sofa. Now, the episode will start in just a moment. You're probably wondering, well, Steve, what are you doing? Well, you can't hear it. Stupid fun. You can hear it at the moment. I'm listening to the edit for this show. Now, what happened was, when we first recorded the show, it went for about an hour and 38 minutes, and Clownfish, an app which is like a voice changer for Skype, ruined a lot of the first version of the interview we did, and I was only able to salvage 22 minutes. So today, being October 1st, I was able to interview SmCDuDe again. So here's how this episode works. You're going to hear the first 22 minutes of the first interview I did, which is about a week ago, when I actually had what I thought was a cold at the time, which then turned out to be a flu. And then once we've done the 22 minutes, you're going to hear the interview we did today, and what we decided to do was to treat it as a new interview. But rather than revisit subjects that we already kind of went through, I try to focus on other things, including the fan questions, the Biennale Pivot questionnaire, and plus talking about his live stream and stuff like that. So, like I said, first bit will be the first 22 minutes of the interview we did the first time round, and then the rest of this episode is pretty much a new interview we did, keeping those 22 minutes bearing in mind. So, with all that being said, let's roll the title card, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hello YouTube, I am SmCDuDe500. Thanks for tuning in, and this is episode 2 of On the Sofa. And last time we had Magic Tablet Skittles, who was a fantastic guest. But the fun doesn't stop there, my friends. This week I have just as awesome a person on the show, someone that I've never actually spoken to on Skype before at all. I've talked to him via live streams. I've seen his stuff on DeviantArt. I've seen his work on YouTube. So this is actually a cool experience for me. I get to interview someone I've never actually spoken to in a phone call ever before. So naturally this is going to go swimmingly, right? We can only hope. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming, even though we can't hear you, SmCDuDe500. How are you, sir?
Awesome!
Fantastic. So, first question I'm going to ask you, whereabouts are you from, dude?
The United States.
They're pretty much just, we'll keep it as vague as possible.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm from the United States. You need no more.
Yes.
It's like, fair enough. So I think what we'll do is cover the mandatory kind of questions to get me to know you. So obviously, male. Roughly, how old are you, would you say, sir?
15.
Oh, 15. You sound older than that.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I imagine you do, sir. And what kind of an artist would you consider yourself as?
Mostly an anime and manga artist.
Alright, and mainly with the traditional style,
Yes.
I'd imagine.
I've tried digital before, and that is not my friend.
Yeah, fair. Well, at least you try.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. You gotta learn what your style is really. Although I have to admit, I do have more of a preference for the traditional, for the sense of it's a bit more, I don't know, earthly. You know, it's like the pencil, the paper, you've got a connection. I think when it comes to digital, sometimes you can have a sort of disconnect.
Yeah, there's a distance between you.
Yeah, but some people produce amazing work with the digital. It's not easy to do stuff digitally, just as it's not easy to do it traditionally, I suppose.
And I know 3 awesome artists who do digital art, and they're freaking awesome.
Oh, absolutely. And if you hear any clanging by this is my hot chocolate, because I'm actually ill at the moment. My throat is shit, so I've been throwing down throat lozenges and hot chocolate and soup down my throat for the past 48 hours to make sure I'm ready for this interview. So, well, the show will go on, and if my voice dies, SmCDuDe will just interview himself. I'm sure he can handle it.
Yeah, I'll try to.
Fantastic. So, the first thing I kind of want to ask you, because obviously with the benefit of knowing someone like Magic Tablet Skittles, Lord S.Will, someone I've interviewed before, I've had the benefit of knowing them first and getting to know how they got into art. But seeing as this is the first time we've chatted, my first question is going to be, what got you into art itself? Like, how did you suddenly find art in your life?
Well, I know I've always been doing art, I guess ever since I was 3. But around the start of middle school, I started to take it more seriously and actually cared how the outcome was. And around the middle of 7th grade, that's when I found out about anime and manga, and I just loved drawing it ever since.
Oh wow! So, did you have any particular influences at the time, whether it be artists that were well known, a particular manga or anime series, or someone that was a close friend, or someone like that, someone that you drew any kind of inspiration or anything like that from?
Um, I do remember one of my biggest inspirations was Bailey Creations back when she was ZGD on her own channel. I just loved seeing her videos, and that's what inspired me to draw manga. Well, part of it at least.
Hmm. So, what kind of mangas do you find the most interesting? Are there any particular names that you are quite a big fan of?
Well, I really enjoyed the Vampire Knight series. I thought that was really
Ah,
interesting. But I also
mm-hmm.
really like the anime, and I really don't know which one I like better at the moment.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not really a manga person myself. I've always been more anime. I'll be honest. I've never actually read a manga, and I'm pretty sure there are people out there who are willing to kill me or are willing to throw a bunch of mangas at me and say, "Read it now." But what kind of animes interest you?
um,
Apart from the Vampire Knights, of course.
just like a lot of I'll put like action, but also mystery, like suspense type of animes. Like it's kind
Hmm.
of like a cliffhanger, like you never know what's gonna happen next, and it's just more interesting like that.
Yeah. But the problem is, if certain animes do that really, really well, and then you get things like Dragon Ball Z, where it takes a week to find the conclusion.
Yes,
I
I never
remember when
watched
they were,
that show, so
well, I remember with that particular one, I'll just mention briefly that they kind of showed the Goku Super Saiyan thing, and then it took 2 weeks for it to actually happen on the show, which is like because the rest of the time was just him getting angry to charge you up to that moment. But what would you say is the worst anime you've ever seen in your life?
ugh,
Like an anime that you just looked at and went, "Oh, for God's sake!"
that's a tough one. Let me see. Well, there's a couple. Like, there was like ones that were like little skits, and they were like
Hmm.
really, really old animes. Um, Naruto was pretty cool. Pretty good. I have to say my least favorite was Dragon Ball Z.
Well, that's fair enough. You know,
It's just it
it's
was
it's
seemed
all
a
right.
little bit
I'm not.
forced.
Yeah, I'm not crying. Don't worry. It's just cold, and I'm peeling onions through the interview. I don't know why. Just don't tell Skittles. In fact, we'll make sure Skittles doesn't listen to the interview. I'll give him the. I'll say, oh, just listen from this point forward. Well, oh, don't
Or
worry
you
about
can
the
just put
stuff at the
some
beginning.
Slendy on them.
Yeah, it turns out that he isn't a Dragon Ball Z fan either. But yeah, I think one of my least favorite ones was a one called Devilman, and that was just screwed up. And then I think after that, you're probably looking at the English dub version of Sailor Moon, so like that.
Yeah,
I
I've
did
yet
not
to
like
watch
that.
Sailor Moon.
Yeah. I'll say like I'm not one of these people that gives two damns about whether it's dubbed or not. But oh my god, English Sailor Moon, I couldn't have it. So, um, are you watching any anime series at the moment, or do you just have like a collection that you go back to every now and then? Or
Yeah, I sort of have a collection going on. I'm not watching any in particular right now, but I think I'm going to start. I'm probably going to
all right,
start watching Attack on Titan, Sailor Moon, and Black Butler.
do you consider yourself a member of any fan bases? Obviously, like you can have like a passing interest in things. Like, um, for example, I would consider myself a member of the Dragon Ball Z fan base, but I wouldn't consider myself, a massive fan of the Sailor Moon one, even though I've seen them and enjoy them. So, would you is there any anime you consider yourself part of the fan base for?
Probably Madoka Magica.
Hmm, cool stuff. So, when you saw like the anime style, is there anything in particular about it that you like about the anime style or the manga style more so than the other kinds of artistic styles? Because obviously there's a lot of traditional artists, a lot of digital artists, but a lot of traditional artists that do characters and do OCs, not in the anime style. Is there a particular thing about that style that drew you to that, or is it just a personal preference, just like anything else?
Um, I just really like the diversity of it, like how many styles and techniques there were. for anime, and it's sort of like a personal preference as well.
Yeah, it seems to be like one of those terms that's kind of misused. People say, "Oh, that's an anime style," but there's like so many different versions of it, and people just apply to most cartoons these days. Because like, if you see a cartoon, people call it anime.
Yeah, I
It's
hate
like, well, yeah. Um, like one of my, I think the last time I saw that argument was with the Airbender ones, the Avatar, Last Airbender.
Oh my god.
Is that a cartoon or an anime?
Uh, I think it's like both. I am not really sure though.
Yeah, don't put any pressure on you or anything like that.
They have like
Just
aspects of both.
just a bunch of fans are like staring at the screen now, going, "Say it, say it." It's kind of both. Oh,
I have to say, I was
yes,
a fan of the show, so don't get mad like about anything anymore.
what's your thoughts on Legends of Korra?
I really like that one too. I kind of
Yeah.
think they should have had a little bit more beginning at the beginning, a little bit more information.
hmm
But other than that, I really like the show.
Did you see the movie?
No.
Right. Everyone that has seen that movie in his voice opinion has not been good, including the nostalgia critic of that guy with the glasses. Just wow. I mean, I thought the Dragon Ball Z movie that was bad. The Dragon Ball Evolution. Have you seen that one? Oh no, you wouldn't. You're not a fan.
No, I'm not
I
a
can
fan
tell you
of Dragon Ball.
I imagine that was as much of a betrayal of that as Avatar: The Last Airbender was, like the movie. But I think you should probably see it. I mean, being a fan of The Last Airbender, you should probably see it. I mean, just so you can join the massive hordes of people wishing to kill. Who's the guy?
Wait, the movie that came out a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was
Like
Shyamalan,
the real
right?
one, not the cartoon?
Yeah, the actual
Oh
movie.
my god, I hated that movie to death.
Yeah, it was directed by Shyamalan, who is a bloody moron.
That movie was shit.
Well, he wants to do the Legend of Korra movie.
Oh my, no, just don't even do that.
Yeah, he wants to do it. I think because the thing is, I've seen that movie, but I haven't seen the anime or cartoon, whatever it's supposed to be. So I haven't seen the animated version, but I have seen the movie, and I hated the movie, and I could tell it was wrong without having watched the animation.
Exactly. You could just tell everything's missing.
The worst part of the movie for me was when you've got all these people doing their dance, for lack of a better term, to move one tiny rock.
I know.
And then you watch, and I've seen clips of the animation, and you say, wait, what could one person do? Boom, bang, bang.
To move a pebble.
What could you guys do? Yeah, move a pebble.
Just kick it.
Yeah. It just seems so It's like, especially when we're in the 21st century. You know what I mean? I mean, if you look at the other Avatar movie, Avatar with the blue, the overgrown beautiful Smurfs.
Yes.
That was such a visually beautiful movie. That's the level of effects we have in the 21st century. So imagine what you could have done with this Last Airbender movie, and they just move a pebble.
It was over-exaggerated, like, beyond beliefs.
Yeah, but it's Hollywood, isn't it? It's Hollywood trying to latch on to. Yeah, they're trying to latch on to the popular animations, thinking, oh well, this is the new crowd because Geek and Nerdom is the most popular it's ever been. So now they're trying to latch on to that. I mean, you look at the Marvel and DC movies, the Dark Knight Rises, Thor, Iron Man, all that jazz. They're trying to latch on to that, but they seem to do all right with the comic book movies. But then they get to the Japanese-based ones and they just screw it up. Why do you think that is?
I have no idea. Like, they just don't understand it. They just, see probably one episode and then just think they know the whole story.
Probably. It would be really nice if they could just stop killing our dreams.
I know. Destroy our little hopes.
Yeah. Are there any animes you would like to see? I mean, obviously not by Shyamalan, but are there any animes you would like to see in movie version or a live action version of? Not necessarily done in the Western world, maybe Japanese directors or maybe with subtitles or something like that. But is there a live action version of an anime you'd like to see that hasn't been done yet, to your knowledge?
Um, I know I wanted to see like Dance in the Vampire Bond, which is a really good anime. Um,
Hmm.
and I guess that's pretty much it for now.
Right. So obviously, anime and manga are big passions for you. Obviously, that shows through your art as well. Are there any? Was there anything else you consider yourself passionate about? Is there any other hobbies or sort of interests that you consider yourself passionate?
Well, I write every now and then. Like I write the stories for each one of my characters, and I put them in the manga that I'm writing.
Hmm.
But that's not like I stopped doing that a while ago, and I think I'm gonna get back to that soon because I really enjoy doing that.
Do you have a name for the manga you're writing at the moment, or is it a working title?
Working title.
There it is. Do we get any hints of what it might be about?
Well, I kind of have
Oh,
two different stories going on.
oh, nice.
Yeah, like I'll just say one. One has to do with the past, and yeah, I'm just only gonna say that hint for now.
Ooh, you tease us. We're back to that cliffhanger thing. Oh, monsieur, you tease us with your spoilers. Well, that's fair enough.
Chopper.
I mean, see, I love writers who do that. They're just like, oh, I'll give you a little bit, but you get no more. And then they pretty much tell you nothing. It's like, yeah, it's about the past. Okay, what about the past? Well, I'm not going to tell you. It's like, damn it!
You have to
We want to
guess.
know more. Yeah, exactly. Um, so yeah, I mean, I think something we can both agree that is something that we both really do enjoy as well is joining people's live streams.
That's a definite fact.
Yeah, yeah. I think what was fantastic is like when the show first started. Well, correction, when season two of the show started, we had this, forum. A lot of live streamers, a lot of people on YouTube doing speed arts that weren't doing that back when we were doing this show in 2007, 2008.
Hmm.
And I remember, there was a huge response to Match Tower Skills. I remember asking people last stream, okay, who does anybody want to be interviewed? Two names came up. There was Libra the Hedgehog and then yours. I think it's safe to say that you are quite a well liked, uh, a well liked regular guest in people's live streams.
Yay.
I don't think I've been in a live stream where you haven't been there, and you have quite a you're quite a warm presence in a live stream chat. You bring a nice level of positivity to a live stream chat. So, what got you into joining these streams? I mean, was there one that? Do you remember the first one you ever joined?
Um, I think the first ones that I've watched were Crazy Comic Ladies, and I've always enjoyed hers because she's just like a really funny person. And once you get to know her, you always just want to see like her live streams and her videos.
Absolutely, yeah. But I think I'm not sure if I may have been in one of hers before. I can never remember. Um, but yeah, absolutely, Crazy Comic Lady. It's an interesting one you bring up because you seem to. I would dare say that you are. Would you be comfortable saying that you are a fan, like a big fan of her work?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, because one thing I will say is that I would say if you have spoken highly of anyone's art before, the number one name that always comes to mind for me is Crazy Comic Lady. And I agree with you. I mean, Crazy Comic Lady's work is absolutely fantastic. I just subscribed to her channel today. I don't know why I wasn't subscribed before.
My God, that's a
Um,
sin.
I know. I'm sorry, SMC. Don't hurt me. But because you're sure now, and you can't really do much about it. But what is it about her work that kind of attracts your attention? Because obviously there's a lot of artists out there, all really good.
Hmm.
But what about SMC's work kind of made her stand out to you?
You mean TCL's work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, her style is like really distinctive and it's really like unique. Because some
Hmm.
people have said in the past, like, it's not manga or anime, it's like her own special thing. I don't know how to
Hmm.
describe it, but yeah, and she always just is so funny in her videos, and like, I don't know how else to say it.
Mm. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, again, it's those things that it's just whatever kind of jumps out at us that grabs our attention. That's what grabs you. I think for me, it was. kind of Magic Time with Skittles was his commentary, and I think what I like about CCL's is not only is she entertaining in her own live stream, but she's really entertaining in other people's. She's actually a really good commentator.
Especially in Foxes.
Yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. She has a certain power over Fox to stop him from ending live streams and going to bed, like a human being. It's like, I think that's impressive. I think that's
saying dictator of live streams.
I think in fairness, she has earned the title of the dictator of live streams, and I think that's good because what I like about that is she has the ability to keep a live stream going, and it doesn't get tired or anything. It's just people suddenly like, no, you're not going to bed. Okay, and they're suddenly awake. It's like, how did you do that? That's not fair. Can you imagine her just working and doing an exam at school, and then she's getting really tired by the end of it? She's like, no, you're not going to sleep. Bang. Okay. La 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 la. just I don't know how. But yeah, I mean, you do frequent a lot of people's live streams and all that jazz, and
I love supporting people too, because they're all really nice people and they're all really good artists.
Oh, absolutely. So how did you kind of learn? Because I think there's a lot of people who have trouble being in live streams. There's a lot of people that don't know the rules and the etiquette and how to how to behave in live streams. How did you kind of learn how to? How did you learn how to handle yourself in a live stream? It mainly in the chat.
Well, after a while, you kind of pick up on everything and what they'll tolerate and what they won't. Specifically in Skittles, because he has some rules, like you can't swear and you can't be really mean to people, and I think those are good rules to have, because you never know who's watching or how young the fan base is. Yeah.
And you've been in, am I right in believing that you have been in Skype calls during live streams as well? And when you were first, when you got first added to one, how were you feeling? Were you excited? Were you nervous? Or?
Yeah, I just felt so high up there. It was kind of a pathetic feeling, but I was just it was cool to actually talk to people. And not just in the chat.
Oh, absolutely. It's a completely different ball game, I would say, because all of a sudden you're not just another voice in the chat, a chat who's always going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But you're now, your personality, yeah. And I imagine that's a lot of fun for you.
Yeah, it is. They're always really fun because a lot of people are random, and that's the best part.
Is there anybody who you haven't been on a Skype call yet in their stream, but you'd love the chance to do it?
I think in everybody's I've been in at least a couple, like Loans, Lemmys, CCLs, Ataris, Magics. I think the only one I haven't been in is Renee's.
Yeah, I think I've seen 2 or 3 Renee's. I think each time it was CCL and Fox
and Magic
perhaps.
And Emlet also.
Right, yeah. Of course, because of the whole voices.
Yeah.
Because we all love Emlet. I mean, I have to admit, Emlet's voice thing is just weird. I love it. I love it absolutely. It's just, you never expect it.
The chipmunk noise.
Yeah, that chipmunk noise, man. I mean, because that's
cool.
Well, that's the thing. He uses an app called Cloudfish for other voices, but not that one. That voice is him. That's the scary thing.
Yeah, I know.
I think I actually downloaded Cloudfish. I haven't had the chance to test it out, but I'll have to test it out at some point.
Yeah, I need to be able to live stream soon. I just need to get a webcaster, but my stupid computer won't let me.
And that was the end of part 1. Now, in the rest of that particular interview, we went on to talk about DVR statistics, YouTube statistics, and stuff like that. When we came to record the second part of the interview, we thought we had covered those in the first 22 minutes of the last interview. So in this interview, we don't talk about YouTube statistics or DVR statistics, and we do repeat a couple of points from the last interview. So my apologies for that. But anyway, please enjoy part 2 of the interview with SmCDuDe500.
Hello everybody, I am SmCDuDe500 and welcome to another episode of On the Sofa, the show where I take an artist of some form, whether it be traditional, digital, musical, literature, or whatever, and we learn a bit more about them. Now, this guest has technically been on twice now, given that I interviewed him not long ago, but because of a certain app, damn you, clownfish, the interview only lasted 22 minutes before the entire recording got entirely fucking corrupted. But of course, those 22 minutes will be made available to you guys. All you've got to do is go into the description of the video, and you'll find a link to it there. So, who am I talking about? Well, it is none other than his artist making his second appearance on the show, SmCDuDe500. How you doing?
Woo!
Yes, it's just like I said, just Cloud. It was such a great interview as well. Like we got into so much stuff. But I mean, like I said, the first 22 minutes, we talked about DA statistics, stuff like that. So rather than go over that again, we'll just kind of start with we'll just go through some other things, and if people want to check out that stuff, they can just click on the link. So I suppose in a change of pace, why don't we start with some fan questions? You know, I mean, that's something that, you know, obviously people have been dying to get your answers to the question that they sent a while ago. So let's not waste any more time. How about we get straight to the fan questions to start the show off? You all up for that?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome stuff, okay. So I'm just going to get the questions here, because I have to admit I was kind of caught off surprise by this interview. Basically, I got a message from SmCDuDe just before a code saying, yep, I'm all set. And I'm going, all set for what? Oh, crap, interview. Right. So, okay. So, again, just like last time, I'm just going to go down the list as they appear on the YouTube page. So the first set of questions comes from Caitlin Draws Manga.
What's up, Kate?
Yes, Caitlin has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. Question number 1 being, who or what is your greatest inspiration? Now, technically, you haven't answered this yet.
Yes, technically.
I will be sure, like, if we get any similar questions, I will edit them. I'll not ask them again. But yes, so who or what is your greatest inspiration?
Should I say, like, from the beginning or until, like, now?
I would say from the beginning. Like, what first got you into art, shall we say, to begin with?
Well, like I've said before in, like, some videos of mine, I've always been into, like, art and all that kind of stuff, but anime and manga, I got inspiration mostly from Bailey Creations, but that was when she used to be ZKDZ, Mike Crilly, and SylvieChan90. Those are the main artists that I usually watched, and then I got on YouTube, met a lot of new artists, and I became good friends with a couple of them, and yeah.
So what gets you motivated to continue doing art? Why do you keep doing it?
Well, just by seeing all these different artists stream, and now myself I can actually stream now, which I'm pretty happy about. I guess that just motivates me to, like, create new drawings, draw new OCs, and just, like, boost up my skill with even more, just so I can become really big in art one day.
Well, that was the thing when we first did this interview, the 22-minute one. We were talking about the fact that you don't actually live stream at the moment, but you said you wanted to, so now you can live stream.
Yep, my first live stream was Saturday.
Wow! Oh, damn! I must have missed it. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I might have been asleep.
It's okay. You're excused.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely be sure to. I'll definitely make sure I'm the next one. I promise you. Okay, well that's great news to find out you're live streaming. That's fantastic. Welcome to the. I don't know why I'm saying welcome to the fold, because I haven't live streamed yet.
Yes.
That's a lie. I've live streamed once in my life. It was an episode of Total Marco, but people don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I've never heard of that in my life.
Unless there's a manga artist out there who's really into Hulk Hogan. But next question. Are you going to watch the first episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. after your interview? Or, I suppose to reword the question, did you watch the first episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Let's put it this way. Let's not and say I did.
Okay.
I've never heard of that anime. I'm sorry, Caitlin.
No. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is based on, it's basically Marvel. It involves, like, Agent Coulson, who is in the Avengers. It's basically like it's almost like a police force, if you will, rather than superheroes.
Okay. I still never heard of that, but okay, I might watch it, so.
We'll just nod together, shall we?
Yeah.
Yes, Caitlin, we did.
Yes, Caitlin, we did, don't worry.
Whatever your opinion of that show was, we share it as well.
Maybe even more.
My friend Geek King will kick my ass because he's a major, as you can guess, geek, and he'll kill me if he realizes I haven't watched it. But her third question is your favorite YouTubers. I think you can give a few names here, so you don't have to worry about singling people out. But who's your favorite YouTubers?
Well, my favorite ones are the ones I have on my list on my YouTube channel. I'll try to remember the names, okay? Alright, so Bailey Creations, Crazy Comic Lady, The Captain, Fox of Nightmares, Magic Shop with Skittles, let's see, Lemmy Crescent, Lone S. Wolf, trying to remember the list, I can see right,
Well, I've got your list here.
Okay, Bittersweet Love 50, Atari, Shohei 1090, there's more, I'm trying to think. Do you want to read off the list, because I can't remember them all?
Well, I'll put a nice little list on the. I'll do a slideshow of people for you on the video.
Okay, because if someone on there yet, then I have to put them on.
Well, we can always discuss that after the show. We'll throw some people in. I've got your YouTube. According to this, your amazing artists are Bailey Creations, The Captain, Crazy Comic Lady, Mark Crilly, Sophie Chan 90, Toby 2 Moodring, art by Karen Iha, mastering anime. I'm assuming that's going to be Lemia Crescent, Tin 1097. Miss Kerry J, Yerin Apple, so craftastic, Magic Tablet Skittles, El Pre Freaka, is that Freakification modification?
LP Freakification.
Right. Moniko, was that Goddess?
Moneko Always, wait, is that who you're still on?
Sorry?
Wait, Moneko Always?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you've got Goddess, or Goddess.
Oh, yeah. That's like a weird name. I don't even know it.
So I Heard You Like Atsu. Fox and Nightmares. OMK92's Ballpoint Pen. That's an awesome name. Sub Tokyo, Reditan. Chibi License. Queensy121. Something I can't pronounce because it's in Japanese. It'll be on the screen. Crystal Joy Art, Lord S, Wolf Art, Miss Doodle Girl, Yunchan, and Tenchiko's 27's channel. And, oh my god, even more. Rio Dream 81, Esther Vanilla, Miss Venomous, something because it cuts off some cupcake, yep, and Bittersweet Love. Yeah,
that list hasn't been updated in like 4 months, so sorry if you're not on there, but I still watch more people than that.
Yes, I'm sure you'll get round to it at some point. I mean, it's busy life being an artist.
Some ones I said before the list was read off. I watched. I just need to put them on there. Haven't found out to do that yet.
Yeah, I mean, don't be offended if you're not on the list. Because
you're all awesome. Don't worry.
Exactly. You know who you are, people. You know who you are.
I always hope you do.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty. I think they know in their hearts. I think in their hearts, they feel your love.
Yes.
Or at least the mutual appreciation. So, your favourite medium is the next question.
Markers. I love me my markers.
Yes, markers. Of which of your own OCs do you like the best?
Let's see. Well, I recently created a new one, Ginger, and ironically, she has dirty blonde hair. I'd have to say Oka, and just because she has like the biggest backstory, I guess, out of all of them right now, and I put more time and effort into her. I don't know why. I guess it's Oka for that one.
Yeah, it's a cool looking character, definitely. I've got the pictures up on my screen at the moment. I'll leave a link in the description of the video so people can check it out. Really good work.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, even Lieber the Hedgehog even comments, she looks pretty, SMC. So yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. The last question from Caitlin is, do you like Disney movies? And if so, which movie is your favorite? Which character is your favorite?
Yes, I do like Disney movies, Caitlin, and my favorite Disney movie is Aladdin, and I have to say my favorite character is either Abu or the genie.
I remember we did discuss this when we were doing the 5 questions in the last recording, and I turned around and said it was Jafar, and your reaction was one of,
Yeah, and I said how much I just hated him and like wanted somebody to kill him.
Did you know the original version, like the original edits of it, he was supposed to have his own song?
Really?
Yeah, it was the worst. It was all about pretty much how he got bullied at school and it turned him evil.
What?
Yeah, it was the dumbest piece of shit I've ever heard. It's like Jafar's is supposed to be this really creepy, intimidating character. Like, he's not physically strong, but he's like powerful on jazz, and he sings a song about, oh, why is it always me?
Oh my
It's just
god.
like, I know. I mean, I would rather hear Gilbert Gottfried's Yargo sing a song, you know what I mean? Although, thankfully, we got that in the second movie. I say thankfully, what I mean is, oh God, help us.
Yeah, I know.
Our next question comes from Ember Hart.
What's up, Ember?
Ember asks, what's your favourite art supply besides your Copics?
My Prismacolor colored pencils. I don't have the Scholar ones. I just have like that 120 set, and they're really good. Like overall, except they take forever to use.
Magic Tablet Skittles has a few questions for you.
Skittles!
Yes, Skittles. Question number 1. Are you being held here against your will? If so, repeat the phrase, hi, George.
I don't think I should say this.
No.
Hi, Georgie.
Wait, did you say hi, George?
Yes.
You bastard! You're not being held here against your will.
I've said too much already.
I'm just strongly advising that you don't try to leave.
Yes.
There is a big difference. Is it there?
Yes, Skittles. No worries. Steve is.
So there's no need for George to come down here to help fight against Lenny, is there?
No, I guess not.
Good, SMC.
Help me!
Silence
I
you!
didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. You're delusional.
You'll answer questions until we are done, sir.
You're delusional. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Skittles, the evil shit-stirring bastard, trying to ask questions to blacken my good name. Yeah. Asks, why did you decide to make a drawing channel?
I originally decided to make a drawing channel back in 2012. I believe it was February, and I just got really bored, I guess, just by making drawings and just putting them away, and I really liked the idea of making videos and speed paints, but sadly I could not make speed paints until, summer of this year. I don't know what reason for that was, so my videos prior to speed paints were just plain boring, because it was just me talking about pictures. But yeah, I just really wanted to get my art out there and just meet new artists and just experience YouTube.
But what's pretty cool is we can see how your video production ability has improved since you've pretty much started on YouTube. And obviously your artwork's improved as well, but it's hard for me to comment on people's artwork not being a visual artist myself.
Yeah.
As a writer, so I do like literature stuff, but as a video producer, I look at how people's video quality improves, and yours kind of did a bit of a jump. Because obviously we had this joke the last time when I was saying I was one of people going, oh damn, put the camera the right backing way, and then but the rest of your videos, it's like
ironically, I did put the camera the right way. It was just the way YouTube was being retarded on my phone.
Well, that's the thing, because like the thing about YouTube is it's been getting worse and worse. Recently, I don't know if they fixed it yet, but there's the issue with the black screen thing, where if there's any black on your screen, it does a weird graphically glitchy thing to it. Makes it look like the video hasn't rendered properly or something. It's like,
and they got rid of your sorry, can't talk right now. And they got rid of some of your subscriptions for a while, like they just vanished randomly.
Well, that's the other thing as well. Yeah, people are saying they can only see so far back with their subscription list.
Mine's like a day, and that's it.
Yeah, some people have said to me, I think for me, it depends on what day I'm on. Like, I went on today, and I've got the full list. This is like, what? But I didn't have that yesterday. It's like, I don't... Google Plus, sort your shit out. I
don't even know why they linked it with Google Plus. It's not even good.
Well, it's because Google bought YouTube.
Oh, God, help us.
For like a really good price tag. But mind you, look at that. Facebook bought Instagram for $1 billion.
Facebook bought Instagram?
Yeah, for $1 billion.
Oh my God, Instagram's so much better than Facebook, so what the heck? It should have been the other way around.
Maybe so, but what I love about that is the fact that the people who create Instagram are like, yeah, our Facebook's interesting. How much? $1 billion. $1 billion. Just Bear with me 1 second. I've just got to tell the other guys. $100 million! Yeah! We accept. You know, it's just like...
See, Skittles, I am being held here.
$1 billion for Instagram. Are you shiting me? Wait, what do you say to Skittles?
Nothing.
I'm watching you. Well,
Okay.
I'm not. I can see you.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought, buddy.
Little's next question is, do you believe in question marks?
No. Simple as that. I do not believe in question marks.
But how do you ask a question without a question mark?
Well, if you have what in the sentence, I think that clarifies it as a question.
I suppose, but what about if you have a question which doesn't necessarily have a question word in it, but it's still a question?
Give me an example.
Well,
Yeah.
for instance there, I could have gone, give you an example. And that would technically be a question.
Okay, I see your
Because
point.
Yes, actually, so I suppose it's more of an exclamation of someone else's stupidity or something. I don't know. It's not like I should know. I only write. You know, I'm only a fucking author. It's not like I'm meant to know these things.
Yeah.
Stop showing the flaw in my work.
Skittles are making him cry.
So you're just going to break me down till I let you go. I mean, you're free to leave at any time. Just, you want to stay here. Yes.
Yes, that's the story we're telling people.
Yes. His next question is this too many questions?
Never ask away.
If so, I still have more. So he doesn't really care. See, Skittles doesn't care for you.
No.
He doesn't care. he plays the nice guy, likes everybody, ooh, aren't I nice? But really deep down, he doesn't care. Okay, maybe a little bit, but still. His last question. Last question from him. Do you like Oreos?
I love Oreos. Who doesn't like Oreos? Oh, I remember this. Answer.
Yeah, I don't like Oreos.
Yes.
I think they're horrible.
Skittles, prepare your Skittle bomb.
It's just, I will prefer the M&M blast.
You know, screw it. We have freaking Oreo bombs.
In fairness, though, my fiance has said that. I remember when I first said I don't like Skittles. Sorry, I don't like Oreos, and she went, "You're wrong."
No, you're wrong.
You're wrrong.
I agree, you're wrong.
Next set of questions comes from Anime Wolf Go.
What's up?
Anime Wolf Go asks, how many Copics do you have?
Okay, so 99, then I got, let me see. 139. I have 139 Copics.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
Next question, have you ever thought of stop doing art?
Why?
Yeah, Anime, what the hell?
What are you trying to imply here, Anime?
Yeah, the guy works hard and he slaves to make great art for you guys, and you just want to ask him what he's going to think about stuff.
And I gave you an Oreo yesterday.
It's okay, Anime. It's okay. I've got your back. I'll get Anime for you. Just you wait, Anime. Just you wait.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, there was one period when I kind of stopped drawing. That was, I think, 6th grade. I think it was like for 5 months where I just did not draw. And then then for like a random impulse came and I just started drawing, like rapid fire.
So when you took that break, was it more like, oh, I'm just going to take a break? Or was this kind of like a natural, you just kind of stopped drawing, you didn't really think about it?
Yeah, I guess it was kind of natural. I just stopped, like, all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's kind of when you start a new diet or a new exercise regime and you just stop.
Yes.
And last question on Anime is, are you double jointed?
No, I am not double jointed.
And neither is anybody else in the world, because there's no such thing as a double joint.
Skittles can testify to that. He's proven it on his live streams in the past.
Up next, Fox of Nightmares.
Foxy boy!
Ah, yes. Benedict Cumberbatch of Scotland. We do love you, Foxy Nightmares. We do.
Foxy Nightmares.
And our Foxy asks, how obsessive are you with the order of your Copics?
Not too obsessive. I mean, they're all basically in the containers I bought them in, like the new set I got. But I really don't care about the order as long as they have their caps on and they're safe in storage, I guess.
So how do you like store your Copics? Do you have like a special container? Have you made anything for them?
I have this little glass like cup. It's like a short cup, and I put my colorless blender and my Joyo pen and some of my Copic chows in there, and those are for those. And I keep my special 25th edition ones back in the case that they came in. And as for my first sets of Copics, they are just in like these metal tins, but they're all like next to each other. So, yep.
There it is. Question number 2 from Foxy. How awesome do the 25th anniversary Copics look?
They smexy. They're black and shiny.
I didn't even know they did special anniversary Copics. I mean, it makes sense, but I would have never have thought to do that. So what's so different about the 25th ones?
Well, they have the special, like, broad chisel nip at the, the very tiny chisel nip at the, end of them, and the regular brush nib at the end. And they're really rare colors, I guess, well, for the most part. Some of them are pretty basic. And I didn't even know the Copic's been around for 25 years.
Foxy asks, why are all my questions so far about Copics?
I don't know, you tell me that.
Yes. Maybe it's something to do with your childhood, Fox.
What?
Well, that's what most psychologists say. Something to do with your childhood. I don't know.
Maybe it's for nightmares. Oh, well, that works out for him, too.
Nightmares, phobias, sexual fetishes, the whole thing. I'm not, now, in fairness, I'm not saying that Fox has a sexual fetish for Copics. I'm not saying that at all.
I'm sorry, Fox, you just had to listen to that. I'm so sorry.
Just you wait till Fox gets on the show. He's gonna kill me.
Probably.
Although, in fairness, he introduced my fiancé to a new anime, which my fiancé is now obsessed with. So thanks very much for that.
Yes, Lauren has talked to me about that anime too, and it sounds very cool.
Yes, thank you, Fox. Just wait till you're on the show.
You sound like so serious and like you're about to kill him.
Oh, me, I'm not serious. Am I, Fox?
And Fox nods very nervously.
It's all right because CCL and Lorna just kick my ass.
Yeah, that's true. let me will join in and clap.
And then Fox will just talk and then I'll just melt. You know what I mean? you know Fox, man. Fox is awesome. You know, you can't resist the charm of a Scotsman. You just can't. Unless that Scotsman is Shrek, in which case you can resist him. Last question from Foxy is, how has your new laptop and Windows 8 been treating you?
It is awesome. I love it so much better than Windows 7, except some of the manufacturers are freaking scammers because they give you a bad hard drive, which will screw up your computer after like a month. So just beware.
What kind of make is the laptop?
It's an Acer home theater. Aspire M, I don't know. Ultra. I'm just reading the stuff on the laptop, like Ultrabook, Core 15.
No, but Acer, yeah. Yeah, I see, that's the thing. I hear bad things about Acer from, like, half the people. Then the other half are like, no, Acer are great. It's like, make up your damn minds.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about HP, like the plastic is, like, kind of cheap and everything. And this is, like, a nice metal, shiny coating, so that's pretty good. That's more durable.
I suppose it depends on just how much money you're willing to pay for the product.
Yeah.
The more money you pay, the better you get, really. Anyway, prepare yourself, for we have questions now from Crazy Comic Lady.
SmCDuDe500!
Question number 1, as she waves the flag of power. How did you come up with your YouTube username?
Ooh, story time. I originally came up with my username because I have an original OC, which is my first one, from way back when, which is SmC, and this is a true story. I might upload him to DA or YouTube one day, and I don't know how I came up with his name, but anyway, then one day when I was thinking of a YouTube name, I'm like, anime something, and then I'm like, no, it's too stupid. So I was thinking just SmCDuDe500, and I'm like, that's just too short. So I was going down the alphabet thinking of words, then I just came up with two, and I'm like, yeah, this works.
Well, and that's the thing. I always get confused on how to like spell the name in terms of the capitalization, like because on your Skype and it's like different stuff, but like on YouTube it's like uppercase, lowercase, uppercase.
Skype wouldn't let me do that. Skype wouldn't let me do that. And you and CCL made the same mistake by calling me SmCDuDe.
Hey, I didn't make a mistake. I made a joke and I got crap for it.
Oh, I thought you were serious. Oh, I didn't know that was a joke.
No, I know, because I got an anonymous question on Tumblr after the Magic Tablet Skills interview was uploaded for about a couple of days, and they said his name is pronounced SMC Dude, and they wrote it as SMC-Dude-500, not Doodee, and they spelled it as Doodee.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, yeah, I know I was clearly joking, but no, apparently quite a few people thought I was being serious. And I think Skittles kind of thought I was being serious as well. It's like, I'm not an idiot. I can say that it's dude. I just thought it'd be funny to say Doodee because it's spelled with a capital D and you with a capital. But no, I got crap because I also suppose that speaks to your fans because someone actually took the time to contact me on Tumblr to say, dude, you pronounced it wrong.
Well, thank you forever. Did that and come out. I want to give you an Oreo.
Yeah. I honestly don't know who did it because it was anonymous as well and I couldn't track the IP. Not that I do that kind of thing. No.
Well, I'll get into details now.
No, I only do that with Fox and Skills.
Yeah.
And other people who wrong me. Yes, I will never have a guest on the show again. I'm just going to be too scared. Oh, no. But seriously, yeah, I mean, so it was basically, like, saying it just evolved, like, essentially through requirement of length, really.
Yes.
That's cool. Okay, so question 2. Which is your favourite Harry Potter book?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Which is book number 2.
Yes. I just love the story and the plot with that one. And the other ones kind of seem too much.
Yeah. How do you think the movie compares to the book? Do you reckon it does an okay job? I mean, obviously it's not going to be the same, but
yeah.
Do you reckon it respects the book?
Yeah, I do think it does. Like, usually some books are way off, or the movie's way off, but I think this one ties it together really well.
That's cool. Who's your favourite Harry Potter character?
Hermione.
Ah, Hermione.
Yeah, she just had like an attitude, and I don't know, and she was cute.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that her basic power at the end of the day is just being a smartass.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I think that's the kind of character I would get on with, like, famously. Question 3. Here we go. If there was a large box of Copics floating in a lake, but to retrieve the box, you had to swim through a brown, gross swamp of what could possibly be poop, would you?
This is hard. Yeah, I don't think I would. I'm sorry. I'd rather pay money for Copics. I'm not gonna swim through poop.
Yeah, because it's just besides, you don't know if those Copics have been used or not.
Yes, or if they're even Copics.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. So you could swim in poop for what would end up being Prismacolors. You never know.
And I could also die.
Yeah, but die as well. You know, you don't want to get like hepatitis. You know what I mean? Like that'd be bad. You know, you don't get ill. I mean, it's not even your own poop. You'd be swimming in someone else's poop. That just be.
Either way, I would do it.
Yeah. And question 3. For she's written question 3 twice, and I can't help but feel it was deliberate. For she is crazy. You know, it says in her name, Crazy Comic Lady.
Yes. We love you, CCL. You're awesome. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She actually did. I actually agreed to help her with a project she was doing today, and she drew a chibi like as part of this thing I was helping her out with, and she's let me have it for free. So I was like, oh my god.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so like it was one of my favorite DC character as well. So I cannot. So I'm like, yay, Crazy Comic Lady is awesome.
We all know that.
So yeah, well, of course we do. Absolutely. Question 3. When are you going to start your live streams and entertain us? Well, SMC.
Well, yes, the answer last week was very different, but now it's going to be random, like I've said before, and my first live stream was Saturday, and I still have the video up, I probably just say online whenever I'm going to, or just make a new video.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one was pretty fun. I think I got like 23, 24 viewers, which was pretty cool, and that was my first one. So yeah, now I can entertain you whenever I need to, or else when somebody is begging to.
But of course, now that you do live streaming, you also have the power to make people mods.
Yes, and some
are you
people
on,
have the power already.
Yeah. Are you on livestream.com or Twitch?
Livestream.com.
Livestream.com. So no swords of power, but they have the ban hammer of truth.
Yes. Twitch is cool. I tried to figure it out, and I just couldn't. And before somebody comments and asks, I use the old live stream because, let's put it this way, the new live stream shit.
Yeah, tell you about it. When I was trying to do the live stream of Total Markout, we couldn't get it to work, but thankfully, I actually had an old account, which I'd forgotten all about. Mm-hmm. So we're able to do it that once, but then Procaster was just conflicted with my computer, because at the time I thought it was Procaster. Turned out it was about drivers. If I just updated my drivers, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But I've got Procaster now.
I like Procaster. I use it right now.
That's the thing. I have a stream channel, and I have Procaster. So I could stream. I just have bugger all to stream.
Damn it, stream, man.
I've got some games. Maybe I'll do some LPs.
Make a gaming channel.
Indeed. We got some questions. Well, we've got 2 questions now from Anime Lover 46786.
What's up, lover?
Have you shown your old artworks online before?
Yes, I have, and I'm not proud of that decision. Let's just put it that way.
So why are you not proud of that decision?
They are trash. Like, everything's horrible. Like, when I was younger and I actually drew, the first time I drew them, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. 5 minutes later, I suck.
But the thing is, though, when you show your old artworks, the flip side is you can show people how you've progressed.
Yes, so I might do a bigger video of, like, even further back drawings, which is pretty hard, but I guess it'll be cool to show them.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end of the day, you can look at it and go, oh my god, this is so crap. But then you're like, well, look where I am now. So that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anime Lover also asks, do you have a story on how you started to draw, or is it just that you want to draw? So, as we were saying before, it was a case of you just had a natural kind of thing about drawing, right? You just got into it.
Mm-hmm.
There was no, like, the clouds parted, the sun shone on a lone Copic lying on the road. You picked it up, went to a piece of paper, were compelled to draw Goku from Dragon Ball Z or something. There was no, like, divine intervention. You just kind of went, yeah, I'm going to draw now.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. What was the first thing you started drawing with? It was just colored pencils, crayons, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Or was it more upmarket?
Yeah, just the Crayola stuff and regular pencils, and then I learned about Copics, and then just watched many videos on them just so I can get a feel for when I actually did get them, so I knew how to use them. And that's mainly what I use now.
So how have you kind of learned to draw? Like, what's been, like, how have you improved yourself? How have you learned the different techniques?
Well, I got a lot of feedback from some friends of mine, and just like some like critical feedback and stuff like that, and I just practice my main faults. Pretty much that was like anatomy back then, and people have been saying that I'm gotten a lot better at that, and I really am happy that I have, because that's not really an easy thing to do. And I've just been practicing on a daily basis, like practicing different poses, different techniques, different styles, all that kind of stuff. And I guess that's how I developed my own style.
And what's been a more helpful tool in regards to improving on your own artwork and getting feedback? Would you say YouTube or DeviantArt?
Definitely YouTube.
It can't help but feel that DeviantArt's kind of lost its way a bit.
We went in depth on this last week.
Yes, we did. We might pick up on it a little bit in this episode, but back to the questions. Next question is... is it the next questioner now? Yes. Next questioner is Sapphire Star 9145.
Coffee Tato!
Yes. The first question is a little bit similar, but just to clarify, it's what made you decide that you wanted to be an artist? So, what was the thing which made you go, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to stick with this.
Um,
Because you got into it naturally, but what made you go, actually, no, I'm going to keep doing this?
Because when I just saw some like famous paintings at museums where my mom used to take me, I just like was in awe, and I'm like, I want to do this one day. And just by seeing a lot of YouTube artists, I felt the same way, and so I kept on like just drawing and drawing just to achieve a very high level of art.
Well, I suppose that makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
in a lot of ways. Do you try to go to art museums now, or you just haven't got the time? But would you if you had the time?
Possibly. I'm not really sure though, because most of them I've been to many, many times, so it'd be kind of like a repeat.
I suppose I. How often do you look at references for your drawings?
About 50-50. Like on occasion I do, but every now and then I don't. So this is about half the time.
Okay, next question. If you can meet any anime or manga character, who would it be and why? And I'm going to assume that's not including your own characters.
Yeah. Let's
yeah.
see. I'm gonna try to restrain myself from this certain character. I'll leave it in the comments below, everybody. You probably know it by now, but yeah. I want to say this so bad. Screw it. I want to meet Mommy from Madoka Magica.
All right. At the end of the show, I'm going to have to get the spelling of that for you. All right, fair enough. Any particular reason why, or should we just leave the people to guess?
Oh no, people probably know already, but I'll still talk about it.
People know.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Well, ever since Coach Crumquated did those videos on all the characters, I decided to watch it, and I just really liked her from the beginning. I just really thought she was a cool and unique character, and I thought she had like a cool personality, and I draw her. Well, I used to draw her like quite often, and I haven't in a while. But most people know that I do like her a lot and everything, and she's like one of my favorite anime characters. So yeah, I guess I want to meet her in person if that was possible.
Oh, nice. And the last question is about inspiration for drawing. We've kind of covered that, so we'll move on to the next set of questions from Red Blade Avis.
What's up, Red Blade?
First question: what do you plan to do with your art later in life?
Well, I kind of want to take a step into digital design, because we have this course at school which I can take as a sophomore. So I'm going to get into that, and maybe like video game design, like different characters. Always thought that would be cool.
All right. Next question. If you have a favorite style of anime or manga, which one is it? Such as, and this is where I get crucified for pronouncing these incorrectly, Mo, Kai, Shoujo, Shonen, etc. I can never understand how this is why people hate me.
Nobody hates you, Steve. Nobody hates you.
You'd be surprised.
Aw.
Oh, not. But yeah, like, because, I don't know about you, I kind of notice there are different styles of anime and manga, especially in anime, but I can't describe what they are. So do you know the different styles of manga and anime? Like, do you understand these terms?
Well, yeah, I know, like, shonen, kawaii, I know a few of them. I really don't know which one mine is, sad to say, I'm sorry about that, but I never really paid attention to the specific details of it.
Do you have a particular favorite style?
I guess not. Well, just, if you mean, like, one I draw, and then yeah.
Is there, like, an anime whose style you really, really like? Though you may not know the name of the style, you know the anime.
Well, there has been numerous animes that have liked the style, and I've sort of taken some aspects of them, but not a lot. But one anime that I did not like the style of, and don't kill me for this, people, the anime is good, I just don't like the style of the face, and that is Sailor Moon. It's just the eyes are too buggy.
I'm actually with you on that one.
Yeah, a lot of people are, I think, and it's just, they don't look great. Like, the anime is good, the characters are cool and everything, it's just the eyes are bleh.
Yeah. For me, it's like, I really like the Dragon Ball Z style from, like, the Cell Saga onwards. I kind of like that. And then I like some of their movies, like but then they do the special episodes, like the special movies, like anniversary. I'm not a big fan. I hate One Piece.
I've actually never
hate the
watched One Piece.
I hate the One Piece style. It just, I can't take it. It sounds weird, but I can't take it seriously. It's like, I understand that's supposed to be a bit crazy, but I'm like watching that going, no. Yeah. Although I almost got my ass kicked one time for saying that. I was in Durham and I said that in a crowd of people, and they were all One Piece fans. I literally almost got my ass kicked. Just like, but next question: out of all the mediums you use, which is your favorite? And you were saying, markers before, right?
Yes.
You like markers, yeah. Is there any that you're really, 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 really keen on? So it's probably like your second place. If you couldn't use markers, what would you do?
I do the color pencils. But
Nice.
shockingly to say, I'd probably go with Crayola at first, maybe, just because I find they're a little bit easier to use, even though the Prismacolors are higher quality and they're like a better brand, I guess.
I suppose another question to ask is, obviously we see you do a lot of character work. Is character work your kind of favorite thing to do?
You mean like fan art?
Well, I mean, not just fan art, because obviously, you've got your own OCs as well.
Yes.
I mean, do you ever try branching out to other things, like maybe landscape work or other kinds of things, or is character work pretty much your forte?
Yeah, I guess character form is basically what I like to do. I mean, I've tried building some of the stuff for backgrounds in my story, and I don't practice them a lot. I think I should, just to get better at it. But yeah, I guess character form.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. And Rebel Avis, final question: if you were stuck in outer space and had no food left, which of your best artist friends would you nom nom?
I feel my answer last week.
If only it was recorded, eh?
Damn you, fish or whatever. What's it called? The fish what?
It was
Magic fish?
Clownfish.
Oh,
Clownfish.
Clownfish.
Fucking clownfish. Yeah, just in case people are wondering what the hell we're talking about as well. We did an interview which went 1 hour and 38 minutes. And after the 22-minute marker, the recording got corrupted, and I worked out that happened at the exact same time that Clownfish tried to do an update. It brought up a little mini window, and it was trying to update. And I pretty much clicked cancel, because, I was trying to do an interview at the time. And the rest of the recording, I shit you not, sounded like this. So, 22-minute mark, that's all it was for the remaining, an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
It was like I had the worst stutter in the world. It was like I was trying to be the scat man. So yeah, that's why. And it was like I was so angry as well because you remember I did the interview when I had a cold, which then evolved into a full-blown flu.
Yes.
Which because I was like, oh, I'll be fine. Then the next day, oh shit, this is the flu. But yeah, so we did all that. So that's why we keep referring to the other recording, because it was actually an hour and 38 minutes.
Yeah.
It was like,
That was a good one, too.
It was. And I couldn't salvage it. I tried everything, but nah, I couldn't save it. So yes.
Now what's the question again?
Yes, if you were stuck in outer space and had no food left, which of your best artist friends would you nom nom?
Maybe Emlet, just so I have the chipmunk voice. Sorry, bro. I'm sorry that I had to choose you.
I'm sure Emlet understands. It's like, I do a squirrel voice now. Everyone wants to eat me. Rebel Avis also says, hey, congrats, man. Can't wait to see the interview.
Thank you.
Moving on to Libra. Who says, so SMC, here are my questions. Question number 1. What is your favorite thing about using Copic markers?
What's with the word accent, first of all?
I have no idea. In fairness, I've been drinking caffeine ever since I got back from the stuff I had to do today, so I'm a little bit hyped up. What was your favorite thing about using Copic markers?
I guess how well like they look on paper when they're like all finished and like blended nicely together. It just looks so real and professional, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Second question: why did you start your YouTube?
I kind of covered this earlier. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yeah. And what's your favorite thing about making speed paints?
Um, I just like how like my videos look speeded up and just see the progress. Let me just think how to explain this. Just to see like from start to finish and just all fast, I guess. I don't know. Sorry guys, I can't answer this one correctly right away.
I'm sure it's something that they can bring up with you at a later date when you've had time to postulate upon the
I don't plan for
question.
these questions, so I just wing it.
Well, no, that's the way we do it. I'll be honest with you. In the past, we used to get like really, really weird questions sent in, like nothing to do with art. It would just be like, okay, if you pretty much like my questions, like you wake up on this such and such date and this happens, this happens. What do you do?
Yeah.
No one would be asking, what's your favorite thing about using Copics? The questions these days are a little bit more relevant.
Yeah. Thank God for
And then
that.
you get asked, which of your friends would you eat if you were in space?
Yeah. So thank you for bringing us back to the old days.
Yes. Thank you very much. Last set of questions come from XX Mimi XX2.
Mimi!
Now, obviously, the first question is, what made you start drawing manga? We've discussed that. Was there a particular time in your life that made you want to draw in the manga style?
Yeah. I think it was it was either the beginning or middle of 7th grade, I'm not sure. My friend just had, like, a lot of these manga books, and I really liked the pictures on them. I'm pretty sure they were Vampire Knight. And then he wanted me to, draw them for him.
All right.
And I guess, yeah, and I just did that. My teacher really liked them too, and I guess I just started drawing that kind of stuff from there.
Oh, awesome stuff. Other than that, so other than drawing, do you have any other hobbies?
I like, well, yeah, I do like some writing every now and then. That's not for school. Just like I make the little mangas and stories from each one of my OCs, and
Right.
yeah.
Ever published any of them, like as in on DVD or either?
No.
Any plans to?
Possibly in the future. I'm not sure yet. It depends on like how well developed they are, I guess. Because I'm not really sure about all the details yet.
So have you done much writing in the past?
Not really. Just more recent.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Mimi's last question, and the last question from the fans is: do you have any pets?
Yes, I have 2 cats.
And their names?
The girl cat is named Anna, and the boy cat is named Doodoo, because their original names back in 2001 when we got them were Snoopy and Scooby. Snoopy was the girl, Scooby was the boy. Then I called him Scooby Doer Doo. And then I don't know how that turned into Doodoo. I was like 4 when I named him that. And then
Oink Zoink Scoob! We're gonna call you Doodoo!
yeah, I remember. Yeah. And then Anna, I just called her that randomly. I don't know where that came from.
That's awesome. Anna's like, haha, I get a proper name. It's like, you're a cat, you shouldn't be called Anna. And the thing is, I have a pet dog called Yoda, so I've got no room to talk.
Yeah, my cat, one of my aunt's cats is called Yoda.
Yeah, what kind of cat is it?
No, it's like a white with some brown spots on it. I don't know the breed.
Ours is a cross between a chocolate Labrador and a Cocker Spaniel.
Oh.
So it's a little brown dog called Yoda.
That's cute.
But thank you very much for all the people who asked questions. Of course, if you're watching the video, you can click on the avatars and they will take you to their YouTube page. So you can check out their awesome work as well as hearing their awesome questions. Before we move on to any other topics of conversation, I'm going to quickly run through the Biennapiovo questionnaire, which has been famous by Inside the Actor Studio, just to get it out of the way, and it gives us a quick chance to get to know more about you outside of the world of art.
Okay.
So 10 questions. First one is, what is your favourite word?
My favorite word,
That's your favourite word.
let's see. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Even though the sound of it can be quite atrocious.
Yes.
What is your least favourite word?
Flesh.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's not a nice sound, is it?
No, it's not. Just, yeah.
It's very Hannibal Lecter-ish.
Yeah. And then the next two words that I hate are veins and blood.
See, for me, it's moist.
Moist?
Yeah, I don't like moist.
Mm.
It's not a nice word.
No, not really.
What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally? So what gets the creative juices flowing? What turns you on in that regard?
Usually when I just listen to music or I watch other people draw, obviously mostly on live streams.
Yes.
Yes. They're always fun.
What turns you off?
Negativity and just people being an ass to other people and ruining just their good time and everybody else's good time.
You can censor yourself here. What is your favourite curse word?
Maybe I'll just say it. It's not really that bad. Maybe jackass. I'm not. Jackass is funny.
Jackass isn't considered a curse word over here.
Oh,
it's
really?
considered quaint. Yeah, because it's ass. Like in Britain, we don't really give two damns about the word ass because we kind of just like go to Americans and go, haha, they say ass. But if you say ass, oh dear God, you're in trouble.
I just find it funny, like the way, like jackass, because like the donkey and everything.
Yeah, you can pretty much say ass and ass on daytime television here. You'd be like, he's made such an ass of himself. Like, oh, he's such an ass. But you can't say hole. You can't say asshole or arsehole because that's crossing the line. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's British TV for you, my friends. Question number 6 on this one. Yes. What sound or noise do you love?
Thunder.
And what sound or noise do you hate?
Someone scratching a fork on a plate.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
That just drives me crazy.
What profession, other than any you've already tried, so what profession, job, would you like to attempt? Doesn't matter if you're not qualified at all, just you'd like to attempt it at least once in your life.
Let's see. Maybe, let me think, there's so many on my mind. Maybe a lawyer?
Wow.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust myself being a doctor. I have a feeling that I'd let somebody die by accident.
Fair enough. What profession would you never like to attempt?
Ironworking.
Okay. Finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Ooh. Let's think. Maybe we've been waiting for you, good sir.
That'd be pretty cool. It's like, yeah, we've got a reservation for you. Yeah, that'd be cool. So, those are like all the questions. Opening a bit more general now. Obviously, you've now announced that you have a live stream account now.
Yes.
And you're advertising it on your YouTube page, which is fantastic. Of course, it'll be advertised in the video. If people are watching the video, they can see the link. And also, you'll be included in the description of the video. But if anyone's wanting to know, that is livestream.com/SmCDuDe500.
And I just want to point this out quickly. Some streams might be private, just in case some people get out of hand, and I don't want to make it private for a while. But I'll invite the main people who usually come, who are good and like friendly and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Which leads me to ask, because obviously I've not been in your live stream yet.
I just wanted you to have been there. I thought you were there for like a while.
If I had, I can't remember. But in fairness, if it was in the past week, I have had flu.
Yeah, I guarantee you were there. I remember you talking about something. I just don't remember what.
Right. Because I've been on a lot of medication. I mean, like, since the last interview, there was like one night I ended up talking to Fox and CCL and Skittles about Roundup because I was hallucinating that night.
Mm-hmm.
And I was essentially high. And I was talking to CCL about... Basically, CCL convinced me that Fox had an actual tail.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I was utterly convinced Fox had a tail.
I love that. I wish I was there. That'd be awesome.
And then Skittles convinced me that he had gifted me a rainbow, and that I could. And then I said, "Well, can I share it with my fiance?" And he said, "Yes, but remember the middle bit is the sweetest part." So I actually sent a message to my fiance saying, "Skittles gave me a rainbow, and he said I could share it, but I'm giving you the middle bit because he said that's the sweetest, and you're the sweetest person I know." And in classic response, she was like, "Oh dear God, Stephen, you are so high." I'm like, yeah.
Oh, she could even tell. That's pretty funny.
She knows when I'm high. Because the thing is, the only times I only get high in medication. Like, 'cause obviously I don't do drugs or I don't drink anymore or whatever. But she can tell when something's not quite right.
Yeah.
She's awesome, man.
That's kind of like a corny one, so I don't think you'd say that.
I don't normally do corny. I do romantic, but I don't do corny. But yeah. But CCL was just kind of talk. The thing is, CCL talked to me as if it was a standard conversation. She probably thought I was just being me. I think Skittles could tell, but it was just like, this is too fun.
Yeah.
And then I sent Fox a message saying, Fox is silly. And he just kind of went, okay.
Silly Fox is silly.
Yes, that's pretty much what I said. But yeah, so obviously because I can't remember being in the live stream due to flu, what kind of, because obviously I talked to Skittles about his live stream and the rules that are in place. What kind of what kind of a rule system, what kind of like a vibe do you try to have in your live stream? Like things like from, what kind of conversation is encouraged, discouraged, what your rules on swearing, stuff like that, sharing links. What are the kind of ground rules and guidelines would you say for your live streams?
If every now and then people swear, I don't mind. Just keep it on the down low. And don't go overboard. Some more rules: don't be an ass to anybody, because that's no fun, and you will get banned by me or any other one of my moderators. And do not be inappropriate, please, because one person was talking a little bit iffy. I'll put it that way. I just gave him a warning, and he did stop because I didn't want to ban anybody on my first stream.
No.
I don't mind if you post links to anything. Just try to keep them lengthy apart. Like, don't spam it after another. Like, that just, no. Like, that just kind of wrecks up the chat.
So do you have, like, any rules in regards to people maybe promoting their own work on your stream?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Well, on some streams, people will ask, "Oh, can I post a link to a video I've done or something like that?" Some people are cool about having on the stream. Some people try to limit it. Some people don't want it at all. Although I have to say, the last kind I've only really seen in other people's stream outside of the art community. The art community tends to be quite help each other out kind of a vibe. Do you have any particular, like, a kind of a guideline when it comes to people trying to promote their content on your live stream?
No, I think it's like a way to get yourself out there. But as long as you ask and everything, I'll usually say yes. And just, yeah, as long as it's nothing inappropriate, then yeah, it's like a good way to get your art out there and like meet new people.
Yeah. So basically, just ask first, and then you just to get your approval. Oh, that makes absolute sense. What about, like, obviously, one of the big things that happens in a live stream, I mean, I did a song about it, we all know about it, is when people in the chat will say, "Can I join the call?" Because the call is like the Parthenon of a live stream. They're the rulers, the kings and queens of that live stream. They're the the people you go to see, almost, in a way. You go to a live stream to watch great art, but at the same time you want to know who's in the call for the conversations that go on whilst they've got visual content as well.
Yeah.
When it comes to setting up a call for your live stream, do you kind of have any rules? Like, do you mind people asking? Would you rather people didn't ask? Are you happy for people to be asking? Is there any kind of a guideline you have, like, to kind of help people understand what your rules for Skype calls during live streams are?
Well, I'll put it this way. Like, I always got like happy when I asked them, they say I could. But I understand, like, they don't want too many people, else it kind of gets a little too much. But yeah, the max I would let, including myself, would be 3, possibly 4 people, and maybe not even that. But yeah,
So basically, you and 2 others.
Yeah. No, 3 others. Yeah.
All right, so you and 3 others. That's cool.
That's like the max. But I think
Yeah.
I might do what Atari does, which is like switch
Oh,
off every
that's
couple
swapping it
hours, and
out.
I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, that's really cool because it gets people involved and everyone get not everyone, but a lot of people get a chance to be a part of the call. I mean, I've been a part of the call on a few different streams. Lone stream, obviously, Magic Tablet Skittles,
Mm-hmm.
probably some others that I'm not remembering right now. And there's something I it's kind of I can't explain why it's awesome, but it feels awesome to be part of the call.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
I know what you mean.
yeah, do you ever feel like do you ever have that feeling of okay, how should I act? How should I be? Should I be reading the chat? Should I let other people do it? Should I be getting involved in conversation, or should I just be quiet? Do you ever have like that kind of oh, what the hell am I supposed to be doing? How
Yeah,
you feel when you're on the call?
because like the first one I've joined, I'm like, okay, keep my cool, keep my cool.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. The thing is, though, it's like I think the first time I heard you in the call and recognized it was you, I think it might have been Skittles.
No,
It might have been Skittles.
I think it was one of Lone's earlier streams. I'm pretty sure.
But it was like the first time I recognized it was you.
Yeah.
Because like obviously there's a lot of in the older times when I used to go on to like Lone's live streams and there'd be people call I didn't really know who it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only person I remembered was apart from Lone obviously was Fox because he was Scottish
Yeah.
and I'm in love with the Scottish accent. I just think the Scottish accent's the most awesome. But I remember the first time I recognized you and it was like, well, this guy seems pretty damn cool. He's got a respectful tone. He talks. The only thing is I can't really hear him that well, but apart from that, but then, audio stuff's up. But yeah, I mean, you always seem to kind of know your place. I mean, is that just good acting on your part, or do you kind of know what you're doing?
I guess it's kind of nature because I've always been like that. Like if somebody's in charge of like something that's going on, but I'm a part of it, like I have respect for what they're doing. I don't like try to take over and all that kind of stuff.
So yeah, I mean, it's really good to know that you're there. I think I'm kind of remembering the live stream 'cause when you mentioned the inappropriate joking. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
But it's funny how with the live streams there are some running jokes which normally within communities running jokes tend to stay on like one place, like one particular person's live stream. But in this art community that I've been fortunate to be part of, these running jokes seem to carry forward into all other streams, like Lemmy sitting on Skittles' head or something, CCL and Fox,
Yeah.
the Super Skittles, ability stuff and stuff like that, and then certain characters. In a lot of ways, yeah, a lot of people who go onto streams are characters in a sense. They play a part rather than just sit by and watch a stream.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't get that on places like DeviantArt and stuff and YouTube. So I mean, is it something like that that just makes live stream more appealing?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Just like makes it like you're a part of. Just like you feel more involved and you can like get your thoughts out there. I feel.
Do you have a particular favorite kind of running joke amongst the streamer? Is there anyone that when you see them in the chat you kind of go, oh, this is going to be funny?
Yeah, Subaki from one of Renee's horror streams, the potato joke, like whenever she saw somebody in the chat, she would just like scream their name and then like potato at the end of the name, and it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that makes streams awesome. I mean, one of the things as well that obviously that happens is sometimes when you're in a stream, you get that one guy who's just decided I'm gonna be a massive douche about things. I'm gonna attention seek or whatever it is. That when sometimes you give them a warning and it calms down. It happens. We all get that point. I mean, I've had that warning before. I've been told, look, you need to calm down with your whatever, because I have a habit of debating people.
Yeah.
Which is cool, fair enough. But then you get some people who they get a warning, and to them that's challenge accepted.
You all know who we're talking about, people.
Yes. My response to you is, how much leeway do you feel you give a person before the ban hammer comes out? And have you had to ban someone before?
No, I have not had to ban somebody before, and I'm kind of happy about that. They listen to the rules and they respect them. I just gave one person a warning. In my stream for anything kind of like a rape joke, and I don't like that stuff at all.
Yeah.
And
I was in that. Yeah, I was in your stream because I remember that.
no, yeah, I just said, hey, can you cool, because that kind of stuff is like serious and all that. And he said, oh, sorry, and like he didn't do that again, which I was happy about. But if that continued on or even got worse, I wouldn't have said anything. I would have just banned him.
So how many moderators do you have on your stream?
Let me see, including me, 1, 2, 3, I think 5. Yeah, 5.
5 including yourself. So you and 4 others.
Yep.
Awesome stuff. And were these people that asked, or did you kind of just make them mods and bestow upon them the great honour of being a banhammer wielding knight of your stream?
Well, yeah, I gave certain people the banhammer because they also are mods on other streams and they know how to like work it. So I thought that'd be a good idea to like trust them and give them the power of mine too.
Well, they've got the experience.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be awesome if these are things that we could pay people to do. I mean, I'm actually applying for a job where it's to be a moderator for a website, which is 10 grand a year.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, it would be awesome if we were all in a position where we could pay mods, even if it was something small, like, you know, a $5 every stream or something. That'd be fantastic.
No, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, and plus, you know, people would definitely want to be moderators at that point.
Yeah, because I'm a mod on one stream, and I just feel so proud. It's just like, I can ban you whenever I want to. Yeah, that's right, be scared.
Yeah.
I never actually would.
Yeah, it's like being a mod. It's kind of weird because on the one hand you're kind of like, oh yeah, I'm just part of the chat, and then the other hand you kind of get tensed up. You're like, I might have to ban someone.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Like how should I just do it right away, or should I wait till it like explodes?
I mean, I used to do moderation for other websites years ago. This is the first time I've kind of been modding for art streams, and I've only ever banned one person.
Yes, and I was there for that one.
And it was a permaban.
Oh, was it permaban?
Permaban, yeah.
Oh, God.
Because the guy had been banned for 5 minutes, came back, and he called me out and was being disrespectful, so I went, right, permaban.
Oh, yeah, I remember me and a couple other people were trying to get him to stop, but he still wouldn't.
Yeah, well, Skittles was trying his damnedest. You know, Skittles, the thing I'll say about Skittles is he's got the patience of a saint.
Oh, yeah, he does.
I thought I was good, and then he comes.
I cannot be patient for my life. I'd die before I was patient.
Yeah, but hopefully God's not a long death, because Jesus Christ, you'll be annoyed.
Yes.
It's like, oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, I didn't even get annoyed with dying.
Just give us the gun, bang. But yeah, but that I suppose that's the thing about live streams. But how did you feel your first live stream went? Because obviously it was your first live stream ever, you know, that obviously that you're hosting.
Yeah.
How do you feel it went? I mean, did you enjoy it?
Overall, I think it went pretty well. Because there was some technical difficulties with it lagging, and I had to reset it a couple times. But all in all, I think it went pretty well.
What have you learned from it?
Well, one thing I've learned how to use Procaster, which I'm happy about.
Yeah.
I've learned to only have that and like Skype up if I'm gonna have people on the call. Because if you have the internet up, it's just gonna mess everything up.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Well, I suppose that's one thing obviously you'll have had to deal with is people when you got half the chat saying, oh, it's lagging, it's and then the other half going, actually no, the stream's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to refresh it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because a lot of the time people they'll blame you, and it's like, well, no, it's your net connection. Try restarting your router. You know, if refreshing doesn't work, restart your router. If that doesn't work, then it might be just whatever, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first thing I try to do. I try to refresh my browser. That doesn't work. I restart the router or take my wireless data, and usually it works, fixes it. But, yeah, so obviously hoping to do more live streams in the future. Do you plan on making it a regular thing, or is it something or is it going to be quite a random timetable?
Well, if it was a different time of the year, probably summer, I'd probably have it like a set day, maybe like Saturday night or something. But seeing how people are very busy with school, I would say it's going to be random. and depending how busy I am. So yeah, mostly on the random side.
Well, yeah. I suppose at the end of the day, it's just you got to try and make it fit with your real life kind of responsibilities and things. But it's going to be fascinating to see more live streams for you. I mean, especially now that I'm starting to remember that live stream.
Yeah.
Starting to get my memory back. But can't wait for the next one. Obviously, I'm sure loads of people are going to be there. Here's the thing. It's like doing these shows gives me a great chance to get to know people better. Because, like I said, the first time we did an interview, like a week ago, we never actually spoken to each other before.
Yep.
It was the first conversation we ever had. This time, we kind of know each other a bit more. At least you know my interview technique, as if I have a technique.
You have your interview style.
Yeah, you kind of know my style of conversation, so it's a bit more comfortable. I think one of the cool things as well is we've been able to kind of have a laugh, obviously with the songs I've written and all that jazz. We've all been able to have a good laugh and share some jokes. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the stuff coming in your next live streams. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think you've got a great personality for it. I think you've got a good set of guidelines for your streams, and I think you could be very popular.
Thank you.
That being said, plus with the 22 minutes from the last episode, which we're going to call part 1, and we'll call this part 2, and just to make it easier, I know I said I would make it a separate video. I'll just put it all together in one big video for people, and I'll do an explanation as to what the hell's going on. But it's been about an hour and a half then, well over an hour and a half. So we'll start wrapping this up, mate. What I will ask you is, first of all, how do you feel it's gone?
I think it went pretty good. A little bit better than the last time because I remembered some of the stuff from last time.
Yeah. Like I said, I can't remember everything that we discussed in the 22 minutes. We did discuss things like stats and stuff like that as well, I believe.
Yeah.
But of course, if we miss anything out, we could just have you back on in a future episode somewhere down the line. So that'd be cool, right?
Yeah, that'd actually be pretty fun too.
Exactly, and we'll both be ready,
Their time to charm.
Apart from the guy that we know is going to be next, and I will contact him once this video is uploaded and everything. So by the time people are watching this, I'll have contacted the guy. Apart from him, which people would you like to see on the show in the next, coming up soon? Who would you like to see be on the show?
Emlet or, let's see, probably Renee.
That's an interesting thought. Renee. I've spoken to her a couple of times, haven't really had a full-length conversation. That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, she's a really good artist, so you probably enjoy having her on the show.
Well, I've been in quite a few of her streams, and I have spoken to her on Skype before, but with other people. But we've never really talked directly to each other.
Yeah.
So that'll be very, very interesting. Yeah, so Emlet and Renee. Obviously, if Emlet comes, then the squirrel will probably come as well.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
just a squirrel.
Is it a squirrel? Is it a
Chipmunk.
It's a chipmunk, right? I always keep calling it squirrel. And I actually got told off for it last time by somebody. I think it was maybe in CCL. It was like, it's a chipmunk for God's sake. Sounds like a squirrel to me.
Yeah,
then again, I watch Foamy the Squirrel, so that's probably why I thought it.
Yeah.
So Emlet and Renee, yeah, right on. Okay, and hopefully, obviously, you'll be sending them questions when I eventually interview them.
Yes, I will.
And seeing as you know who the next person's going to be, are you excited for it?
Yeah, I am. I think it's going to be a really good interview.
Yes, I hopefully. Hopefully it'll be I can imagine it being a shorter episode.
Oh.
Being that this person's awesome, but he only speaks when required, and I like that in a person.
Yeah.
They're very consistent. It's like, so do you like Obix? Yes.
I don't think it will play out like that, but I know what you mean.
I'm pretty certain he'd be awesome, and I can't wait to interview him.
Me.
But yeah, obviously, the last question to ask on the show is there anything you want to say to everyone that's following you on YouTube, Livestream, DeviantArt, wherever they're following you? Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Thank you all for your support. You all are awesome, and I probably would have stopped making videos and all that kind of stuff a long time ago if it wasn't for you. So keep up your support, and good night, everybody!
Well, of course, as I said, you can follow SmCDude on DeviantArt at SmCDude500.deviantart.com. You can also follow on YouTube at youtube.com/user/SmCDude500. And if you want to see the list of people that is on his amazing artist list, just go to the About page and you'll see them. He will be updating them as he gets a chance to. But of course, don't forget that, of course, now you can visit his live stream at livestream.com/SMC500. And while you're doing that, why not check out other stuff that I'm doing? You can check my other YouTube account, which is youtube.com/user/SteveJones313, where you can get all my songs and stuff. Follow me on Twitter at SteveJones313, DeviantArt, Tumblr, it's all SteveJones313. I'm really easy to find. And of course, if you have any suggestions on people you would like to see on the show, if you have any questions you'd like to ask me personally, or any questions about the show, or if you would like to be on the show yourself, contact me on one of those medias, or you can email me privately at dcjohn313@hotmail.co.uk. But, as SmCDude said, that is everything, so it's time for us to say goodbye. SmCDude500, been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, technically again.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.
And I look forward to seeing the response to this interview and to having you on the show once again.
That'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, so just to prove to Skittles I'm not evil, you are now free to go, sir.
Thank you.
From a very emotional and now freedom gifted SmCDude500, and from yours truly, it is thank you very much for watching. Until next time, good night.
Bye-bye.